Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of U.S. History Made Plain. I'm a high school history teacher trying to make history as fun and interesting for my students as possible. So if you remember, John Tyler, who is now the lame duck president, he wanted to annex Texas, but he couldn't get the Whigs to agree with him because he had done some shady things, as a Democrat / Whig, or a Democrat in like Whigs clothing. It was a whole thing. So he wanted to annex Texas, but Congress wasn't messing with him. But when Polk got in office, everybody was kind of on board for it. And instead of getting a 2/3 majority that the president needed, Tyler went in like a roundabout way. He thought he was slick. Actually, he was slick. And he got both houses to agree to a joint resolution to pass the annexation, which means that both houses needed a majority, but they didn't need 2/3 as a whole. So when both houses gave their majority, Texas was annexed. So John Tyler got his Texas annexation and then dipped. He was out of office. Polk came in super excited, happy about everything, ready to, to do the thing, to be the president. And Mexico was like, hold up, did y'all just make Texas a part of America? Even though we told y'all that we did not give Texas its independence and we didn't care what treaty was halfway signed or forced to be signed, that Texas was a part of Mexico. So basically, America, you just stole Texas and you expect us to sit here and just take it and not say anything? Oh, we fighting. So Polk is in there. He is excited about everything. Mexico is like, knuck if you bug, be ready to fight. So Polk has to now focus on Mexico and can no longer focus on Oregon. Because remember, his whole campaign slogan was 54-40 or fight. However, Britain, who is our enemy at this time, is not about to give up all of Oregon. So they had to compromise. Polk did not want to compromise. That was not his thing. But he knew that America could not fight Britain and Mexico at the same time. And Mexico was already here. We were going to fight Mexico. So he decided, we'll compromise and we'll take the southern half of Oregon at the 49th parallel. The 49th parallel is where the Louisiana Purchase was, where the territory was for the Louisiana Purchase. So we'll just keep it there. Everything above that line can belong to Britain or Canada, which is what it is today. And so everything below that line is what's in the US. It would have been a done deal way quicker, but it took some time for America to compromise and give Vancouver Island to Britain, as well as guaranteeing passage through the Columbia River without problem. So after America agreed to give Vancouver Island to Britain and allow Britain to navigate through the Columbia River without any issues, in 1846, the treaty was sent to Congress for ratification. The treaty was eventually signed. However, there were a lot of Northerners when they saw this treaty who were like, you know what, the South think they slick. Y'all gonna give British Columbia to Britain, knowing all of those states, those areas, what would be states, are free and do not have slavery, which means they would be free states. Y'all done brought Texas in here as a whole big slave state and then gave Britain all the free areas. But it's cool. We got something for y'all.